Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to
Trivial Pursuit Live was released on February 17th, 2015 for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. What this game promises is the same brain-busting action from the board game, but instead now in the form of a game show, and that you could play with either your friends or strangers online, or even by yourself with computer players. Well, did I have a fun time playing this game and showing off my knowledge or lack thereof? Let's find out.
and player 4.
The graphics for this game are nice. The menus are full of bright and colorful neon, the player models are quite detailed for a trivia game, and the view of the city at night as the backdrop is just gorgeous. The only minor complaint I have is that the character models for the audience members were clearly just slapped together because they are literally shadow people, but other than that, everything else in this game is very appealing to the eye. The original version of Trivial Pursuit involved going around a game board to answer a question from whichever category you landed on to earn a wedge, and your goal was to get a wedge in each category before anyone else could. The gameplay for this version instead has a more streamlined approach by simply giving everyone the same question and awarding various amounts of points for correctly answering the questions, which will eventually earn you wedges, which now you only need 6 in general to win, meaning that they can be from any category. Since this is a trivia game, the controls are very simple. In some rounds you will be using the A, B, X, and Y buttons to choose your answer, in other rounds you will use the left stick to move your cursor across the screen and the A button to confirm your answer, and in the final round you will only use the X and B buttons to pick your answer. This game has 6 categories of questions that you will try to answer: arts and literature, entertainment, geography, history, science and nature, and sports and leisure. Arts and literature will have questions involving books, authors, plays, poetry, paintings, and sculptures, while entertainment is all about TV, movies, actors, music, and social media. Geography will ask about the locations of famous landmarks, mountain ranges, buildings, and oceans, while history asks about historical events, historical figures, historical documents, and historical events. Finally, science and nature will have questions about physics, chemistry, biology, technology, and space, while sports and leisure will ask about sports, hobbies, championships, teams, and food. You have the choice of either playing a 5-round game or a 3-round game. During these games, the rounds are, for the most part, randomly selected from the 7 different round types, these being Quick Starter, Switchagories, Close Call, Blitz, Grab Bag, Blitz, and the final round. Quick Starters is just simply questions from randomly selected categories with a multiple choice selection of answers with increasing point values for every question. And Switchagories is the same, except the players choose a different category for each question, and if you get the question right when you're the one choosing, you get bonus points. In Close Call, you are to take turns based on who has the lowest amount of points to select one of the 5 answers for the question, and the better the answer, the more points you will get. In Grab Bag, you are also taking turns based on whoever has the lowest score, but this time with a set of 16 answers for the question to choose from. Half of them being right and the other half of them being wrong, and be sure to choose cautiously because if you pick a wrong answer, you are out for the rest of that question's selection. Close Call Blitz and Grab Bag Blitz are the same as their original versions, except you all go at once instead of one at a time. And that in the former, the player with the lowest score gets a head start, and in the latter, you could still continue to pick if you get an answer wrong. In the final round, you'll go through every category in a random order and be asked a series of 5 questions with only 2 answers to choose from, and be rewarded a wedge for either answering all the questions correctly or being the last one standing. Since this is a trivia game, the difficulty for both single player and multiplayer comes down to either how knowledgeable you are on the subject matter or how good of a guesser you are. Obviously, this doesn't cover everything, such as the fact that in single player you could choose the difficulty of the AI to be either easy, medium, or hard, and of course the higher the difficulty they are, the more likely they are to get the questions right. And that in multiplayer, if you are playing with random people, there is a chance that they could be looking up the answers to the questions. The music for this game is completely on point, with it trying to emulate game show music. There are some tracks that play when introducing the players or reviewing the results of a round that are very loud and lively. The tracks that play when answering questions are slow and quiet, as if the music is helping you think about what the answer is. And finally, the tracks that play during the final round ooze suspense as you get closer to someone winning the game. So to answer the question of did I have fun while playing this game, I would say yes. I had a lot of fun answering questions with my friends and the strangers I played with online, even if many of the answers I chose were wrong. I would even say that beyond the fun factor that there is a bonus to this game, which is learning about the many different things that this game quizzes you on. And with that all being said, I would easily recommend this game no matter how smart you are. Thanks for watching.